Alexander the Great, known to the world as Sikandar-e-Azam, was one of the greatest warriors in history. In just 13 years, he established an empire so vast that it stretched from Greece all the way to India. However, despite such an extraordinary conquest, his death remains a mystery. Today, we will discuss how Alexander the Great met his end. The year was 323 BC. Alexander returned to Babylon with his army after his campaign in India. At that time, Babylon was a prosperous and important city. After arriving there, he began to plan more wars and further victories. But just a few days after his arrival, his health suddenly started to decline. According to history, he initially suffered from a high fever. Then he began to experience pain, weakness, and fatigue. As the days passed, his condition worsened. After suffering from a fever for almost 12 days, Alexander passed away at the young age of 32. However, the question arises, how did such a powerful, healthy, and young king who was winning every battle suddenly die? Historians are not in agreement on this matter. Several different reasons have been suggested for his death. The first reason is illness or fever. Many believe that he contracted malaria, typhoid, or another tropical disease that was common in the regions at that time. The second reason is poisoning. Some historians believe that his own soldiers or companions were jealous of him. They may have poisoned him for political reasons. However, there is no solid evidence to support this theory. The third and most intriguing theory is that Alexander didn't die, but rather fell into a deep coma. Some scientists believe that he may have suffered from a medical condition in which a person remains alive, but their body becomes inactive. The people of that time assumed that he had died, and his funeral rites were carried out. It is possible that he was still alive during that time. But what the real truth was, no one knows. There was no proper treatment available at the time, and we do not have any proof to examine his body today. Therefore, the death of Alexander remains a mystery. A great hero who could not be defeated by the world was overcome by death through an unknown disease. Perhaps this is why it is said, death is the greatest power.